So now we're in Hall C at VisionNav, and I'm joined by Reed Langton. Tell us a little bit about VisionNav, Reed.
VisionNav Robotics is an autonomous forklift company. We were founded in 2016, and Hong Kong is our world headquarters, but we launched in North America, and Atlanta is our North American headquarters. We launched in North America in 2022. Modex 22 was kind of our incoming to the North American market.
So welcome to the US market.
Thank
You've been
you.
here for a couple of years. How are you finding the reception for your products?
It's been pretty well. It's always growth to begin with, but we had a couple global accounts. Toyota that's doing work with us here. Nestle's another new account we have in the North American market. So there's been a lot of interest in the past couple of years.
And one of the things that I thought, and I really like you challenge it, we talked a little bit off camera about this, I always thought it was easier to unload a trailer, and you're saying at least when it's a palletized load, it might be easier to unload first?
Yeah, that's what loading is easier with palletized loads.
And why is that?
It just when you're loading a pallet into a truck, it's easy to work with. It's an open space, so you kind of have more control over how the pallets go in. When you're unloading, it was probably put in manually, and they're not always square, not always in line, and sometimes overlapping each other. So it's not the clean entry and exit with pallet. Where with floor loading, when you're manually floor loading, you have to stack them pretty well. So it's easier to take them out. Where stacking a floor load is more difficult automatically.
Thank you for schooling me on that one. I like that a lot. So we're in Hall C. It's booth 4075. Come check out the pallet loading and unloading. They're doing both here.
Yep. Right now we're totally in control of the process, so we're loading and unloading. In the field, we're starting with
machine put it on.
Yes.
So what you need to do is sell them as pairs.
Yes.
So I'm shipping to your warehouse. You got to buy both.
So whoever's shipping and receiving, if you just go together, we will probably work out a deal too.
All right. Excellent. Reed, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the day.
All right. Thank you.
So I'm here with John Schechter, Vice President of Business Development at Autostore. And I have to say, this neighborhood looks a little bit similar to...
Yeah, our system's so modular. We picked this up from ProMat and brought it here to Modex in Atlanta.
It looks great. One of the most creative booths they have. You can see that through the floor and see the system in action.
Yeah.
Really amazing. I love that. And Autostore's, we're seeing you guys everywhere. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
What's new?
Yeah, so we're still installing about a system a week here in North America. At the show, we've got the brand new R5 Pro robots, which we released at the end of last year. So we've got a grid here running with those, and they can charge much faster, so we have 1/10 as many chargers required. But it also means we can do even more space density. So we can fit even more items in that because we've taken out chargers. And then it allows us to do even higher throughput systems. So we're doing some of the biggest AutoStores now with up to 1,000 robots in a single grid.
1,000 robots in one warehouse?
Yes, all working together under the same software controller.
How many bins would that mean?
We can do up to 1 million plus bins of inventory.
So are customers in like that, do they also have pallet storage, or are they just receiving and putting everything into AutoStore?
It depends. For some footwear customers, they can put everything straight in. For some customers where they're shipping out full cases and pallets, occasionally they have a mix of reserve or case picking mixed with their AutoStores that are doing the bulk of each fulfillment. So we have a few different flavors of our ports in the booth as well that are part of the workstations. So we've got a pickup port for customer-facing situations where maybe you've got pre-staged orders, somebody can come pick up their order at a store. And then we've got our carousel ports, our kind of standard picking port, as well as our faster fusion port that does 550 lines per hour.
I know the carousel swings the folks in. A fusion port, how does that work?
Yeah, the fusion port actually is 2 different picking centers. And so the bins are flowing in and out in 2 faces. And it allows you to get even higher throughput than the carousel port.
So I'm working on one while the other one's exchanging. So really the technology is not the gating factor. It's
now exactly. We're waiting. We want to be waiting on the person. That's exactly right.
Got it. Well, John, hey, thanks again.
Thanks,
really
Chris.
Appreciate it. It's always good to see you.
Great to be here at Modex with you.
Enjoy your time here in Atlanta, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Alrighty. I'm here with Matt Wicks, Senior Director of Robots at Zebra Technologies. And Zebra has some really interesting things. You're showing me off here on the floor an AMR, picking AMR with screens on both sides.
Yep. So that's our flex shelf. The flex shelf is used for fulfillment applications, as well as we do material transport. And that the screens are used for user interface, let the operators know what's happening with the robot, where it's going, what it's doing, or any other kinds of interfaces that are required for the particular solution.
What else is new and being shown off here at Modex 2024?
Yeah, so we've got a roller top guide. So it's similar to what we just talked about with the flex shelf, but it's a roller top AMR. But we've added a touchscreen on top of it too for the same similar kinds of reasons. It is a user interface to allow the operators to see what's happening with the robot, to also interact, to make calls, to send it to different destinations right there on the robot.
So the interaction between humans and robots is a theme that I'm hearing a lot.
Yeah.
And you don't really need a little screen on the top of a roller top unless, are you telling it where to go, or is it just go where it needs to go?
It's certainly dependent upon the applications, but you're spot on though. I mean, you look around here of all of the different operator devices, handheld devices, it's all about the combination of the human-centric with the robotic solutions.
So if you're here in Atlanta at Modex, you definitely want to come by the B Hall 9219 and check out Zebra, and my good friend Matt Wicks
Awesome.
will show you what they got going on. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Chris.
I'm here with Mo Yoon from Autostore Robotics. Tell us about your company.
Hi, I'm Mo, CEO and founder of Autostore Robotics. Our company is a robotics company for warehouse automation, and we unload floor-loaded containers. This unloading task is so labor-intensive. I believe this is one of the most difficult tasks in the warehouse space. We are automating this one, and we help warehouse to save the money and make the business more predictable.
Well, it's very, very cool. So if you guys are here in Atlanta and you want to check out Autostore Robotics, they're in the A Hall. It's booth 12505.
Please visit our booth. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mo. Now, I've had a history with Rico. Kevin and I know each other for a long time. So let's set the stage a little bit, Jim. When people think of Rico, at least I think of copiers, and I'm old enough to remember fax machines, right? But tell us a little bit about Service Advantage and what you guys, how it works.
Sure, and I think the robotic space is a perfect example, Chris. We care about lifecycle support, which is the installation, it's the ongoing preventative maintenance, emergency service, it's the parts components, having parts, first time fix, uptime is critical, having parts available.
And I've learned that Ryan here, you're involved in 3D printing. If I've got a robot and a part breaks, you guys could actually print that part and get it to the site very quickly so that I don't have the downtime. Tell us how that works.
Absolutely. So the use of additive manufacturing for bridge manufacturing or for digital parts manufacturing, that parts that you don't need very often, so sitting on the shelf won't really help. These are applications where you can address supply chain challenges very flexible and get the part there when you need it.
Fantastic. So folks, if you're in Hall B, come check out the Rico booth. These guys will tell you about Service Advantage and all the different robots around the world that Rico is supporting.
Absolutely.
And how you can 3D print a part when it breaks.
You got it.
All right, gentlemen,
Chris,
thank you.
thanks, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
All right.
Wow, what a great day one. Modex has delivered everything we wanted and more. We're here in Atlanta, Georgia. The first day is over. We're out enjoying a beer at one of the receptions. As I look back on day one, a lot of interesting truck loading and unloading robotics solutions. Just a great day. I'm looking forward to more of it tomorrow. Be sure to like us on LinkedIn, YouTube, and like I always say, if you see something here at Modex that you think we should cover, shoot me an email, chris@robotadvisorygroup.com. We'll see you tomorrow.